Welcome back, guys, for part two. And for the 1 year that I stayed at home without going to school, there were so many activities. I worked alongside my mom, who was a peasant farmer. And apart from farming for her own use, we also used to farm for other people. You get 1 acre, someone's 1 acre you till, you get paid about 1,200, or even weeding an acre or two for about 1,800 shillings. And that money is what she used to feed us, my siblings and I. And apart from that, she also involved herself in merry-go-rounds. Zile za wamama ushago. She would save something, like someone is just holding your money for you for some time mpaka ile turn yako itafika. So that's what we used to do. And there's one more thing I want to share with you that was very, very important looking back. My mom introduced me to a very consistent routine, and she used to make a schedule for us such that we used to go every 3 a.m. to a nearby church where we used to worship. That was our church. And she organized with the relevant people in the church so that we could get a key to the gate and the key to the sanctuary, alongside other two friends of hers with their families. So every 3 a.m. she would wake us up for that prayer. And remember where I come from, security is not very stable. So it wasn't like automatically it's a good thing. There's that fear. You don't know who you will meet at night. It's 3 a.m. remember. But she really wanted something for her family. And looking back, I see one thing, that the people you surround yourself with, the other two friends of hers, they supported this. They had the same agenda. So it worked for us all, for the three families. And we would go there every day without fail. And we will pray for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. And then we come back. Remember, even my younger siblings who were school-going kids were still in this program. And I think my mom didn't feel like it is maybe disrupting their sleep or something, because she was focused to something, to achieving something. And she had this faith that it is not in vain, it is not in waste. And for 1 year, that's what we did. So within that 1 year, my mom met a teacher that was my teacher in the school that I dropped out from. And for some reason, he remembered, because this is not a new teacher. This teacher used to worship with him also in the same church. So my mom is not even someone he's not seen for a while. It's like he'd forgotten for some time. And this time they're meeting with my mom, it's like, by the way mama, ule msichana ako wapi siku hizi? Ati she's at home. And he was like, are you serious? A girl child at home for 1 year? Sio mjukuu unajitafutia mama. And that was a challenge that my mom didn't like. And when she came back, she told us that story, and it was also not okay, it was sad. And I think that challenge also pushed her to do something. She went to the chamas and borrowed a few coins. I think it was 10,000. And the teacher had told her, nitafute next week. So come next week, my mom akamtafuta in his house. Akamwambia, I have spoken to a friend who is a head teacher in a certain school in the remote areas. I want you to go to that school, ask to speak to the head teacher. He might help. And my mom took a step of faith, took the 10,000 from the merry-go-round, and we went with her to Bureti district. That time it was Bureti district, Paskericho, into the interior of Bureti district. And we met the head teacher. And the head teacher asked us questions, and of course, the report card, the previous report card. The last report card I would produce that had become like ilikuwa tana mashimo because ya kukunjwa sana for 1 year. It was a report card for Form 2 second term. Remember, I did not do exams for the end of the year. So second term, Form 2 is the report card I had. And I've stayed home for 1 year, and this is now the following year. I had not known things like lamination, so clearly that paper looked like that. And that's what I gave him. And I don't think he even looked at it twice, because the way we looked, the way we presented ourselves, the paper, how, he could see the need. And he told us, just go get ABCD, the shopping, the uniform, shoes, and bring the kid to school. Let her report on such and such a date. So we went back. But remember, ile 10,000 imekuliwa kidogo na fare ya watu wawili kwenda Bureti na kurudi. It was not funny. We didn't. Okay, anyway, you can't have a cake and eat it at the same time. So we went back. We had to buy ile box ya mabati, and a few things, shoes, socks, because ile uniform nilitoka nayo the previous school nimeivaa kwenda kwa shamba imezeeka. I don't have any other uniform. Niko na nguo za nyumbani, civilian. So that's how I went to school, with civilian clothes. A yellow skirt I can remember, and I think that's why I'm in yellow today. and that's how I went to school. And getting to school, paying the admission fee and uniform, it was not enough. So for very long, I went to class with, it was a boarding school, I went to class with civilian clothes. And it wasn't very comfortable for a young girl. But what to do? I thank God for the principal of that school, because I think he also carried a burden of explaining to the rest of the staff and colleagues as to why he's allowing me with less money, no uniform. I'm breaking the rules. I thank God for him. That day those days I didn't see the burden he was carrying. But now that I'm a grown up, I know he must have carried my burden. I thank God for him. So I went to school for another year when I sat for my KCSE. And whatever I scored, I'm really proud of it, because anyway, from the time I paid the money that I came with, ile 10,000 bado vitumia fare tena ya kuja shule and shopping and admission and everything. I have never paid another money in that school. So remember, my whole life, my high school life, I have paid school fees only twice. And I thank God also for that, because it's not usual. And I sat for my KCSE. My results, okay, I didn't get my results immediately, but my consolation was, after all, I sat for my KCSE. So come next year, the results are out. I can't access my results. And it was not that easy to have gone through the schooling period, because no pocket money, no fare back home, no nothing. So when being sent home for more school fees, I couldn't go. Number one, how? I don't have transport back home. But I thank God for my friend Eunice Nyoro. May God bless you. This girl, we would share her pocket money. I don't know whether her parents knew about this. Pole kama nimechoma. I don't know whether her parents knew, but yeah, I think they knew, because even her sisters back home, they were neighbors also. When we come from school, we would pass by their place of business where his dad used to work, and we would share a conversation. They would even buy me something, So I think also they had seen the need. I think they knew. And this friend, we would share transport home. We would share her shopping sometimes. We would share even, we used to buy mkate water. She would buy for me most of the times. I mean, okay, all the times. And I thank God. And looking back again, I think the prayer really worked for us. And I think God uses people to bless others. God used the previous teacher to bless me, to direct me to the school. God used this friend of mine, Eunice Nyoro, thank you again, to bless me all through the process of school. These other small things, let me call them small, but they weren't small. And I want you to accept to be used by God to bless others. You can involve yourself in kind actions, and you'll never know the impact they will make to someone's life. How I came to access my results is another story altogether, through another answered prayer, and God used someone else for that. So I want to encourage you that do not lose hope, as we have been saying. Keep your hope burning. However, apart from keeping your hope burning, you need to do something else. There is the effort you need to make. You need to search for that what you want. My mom showed me that we need to pray. And after prayer, there was that action of going to till people's lands and saving into the merry-go-rounds and getting these loans and going to the school. We have the responsibility of acting after the hope and the believing and the faith. Our responsibility is to action, and we also need to do your honest part. Do your honest part in this thing. It's not because now I dropped out of school for 1 year, so I need to misbehave. I need to do other things, until I look like I cannot be even a student again. Ningefukuzwa, by the way. Mwalimu angeniangalia akasema huwezi soma. Ningekuwa jambazi, you see. And don't be sad. Don't keep that sad. Where is your faith? Keep a song in your heart. Believe that these things will work out. And for sure, things work out. When you believe in God, when you keep your hope burning, and you have an action of faith. Be a blessing. This is what I leave you with. You do not have to do magnificent things. In your small way, in your capacity, whoever you are, be a blessing to someone. Be a blessing to people. And that blessing will come back to you one day. Thank you so much.